Okay, so today we're going to be priming some Alaris primary tubing for our IV set. So I have 1 liter of fluids here, just as an example. We have sodium chloride, 0.9%, and then I have my primary Alaris tubing. Drop factor is 15. We can find that on the little droplet on the label. So this is for a pump compared to gravity tubing. So I'm going to take it out of the wrapper and untangle all my tubing. Typically it'll come all nice and wrapped up. So we'll just sort this out. There we go. I'm gonna leave the cap on the end here just to protect the tubing so that is not exposed, and I'm going to clamp my roller clamp. So I'm gonna bring that all the way down so that it's tight on the tubing. That'll prevent fluid from just pouring into the tubing before I'm ready for it. I'm just going to set this down. I'm going to remove the cap of my spike set. I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to have my fluids in one hand. We're going to remove the stopper, this little red guy. And I'm going to spike my IV bag like that in downward motion. I'm going to flip the bag over and put this on my IV pole. So the next part is we're going to squeeze our drip chamber so that it's half full. This is going to help us prime our tubing, and then we'll be able to see when fluid is coming out of the bag. So let's gather our tubing here. So I'm going to slowly undo my roller clamp, and I'm watching for the fluid to travel down the IV tubing. So I'm going to stop just beyond the first clave, which is right here. I'm going to tap the air bubbles out, because if we were to hook up an IV push medication to this connection site, we would then be putting air into the line, and then your pump will start beeping, which we don't want. Then air can go in the patient as well, which is even worse. So I have my air out. I'm going to unroll the roller clamp. And we're just going to let the air travel down the line. It's going to go through this flexible part. Okay, it's traveling through. And you want to guide the air bubbles too, because air is going to rise. So you're going to have the direction that it's going facing up, if that makes sense. So we're just tapping those air bubbles through the line. You can see there's a pretty big one right here, about 1 inch big. We definitely do not want that to enter our patient. So we're just tapping. And again, this takes a couple minutes to get this all primed and ready to go so it's safe for patient use. So we're almost to our last clave. I'm just going to keep putting these air bubbles through. Okay, so we're at the last clave. I'm gonna clamp my tubing. And again, I'm gonna be tapping the air out of this connection site, the clave. Okay, so we'll pretend that the cap didn't fall off. But if it did, I could put a green connection cap on the end just to disinfect it. So again, I'm not crossing over the site here. And I'm unrolling the clamp, letting it flush through. So then I'm going to start all the way at the end now that I have all my air bubbles out of the claves, and I'm just going to monitor for any air bubbles that still need to get put through the line, which it looks pretty good. So then I would recap the end with a new cap protector, little green swab cap, and then I could get this pump programmed to get connected to the patient.